All right, welcome to the Daily Dirt Dozen Things. Exciting podcast tonight. The night before Thanksgiving, we have Park Thomas here with Tap Out Entertainment, and his artist Ben Luke is here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so very exciting. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I hope tomorrow you're going to be spending time with the family.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
All the good food.
Definitely.
I was waiting to press to get off in the call to get off for work.
I haven't ate anything today because I want to wait till tomorrow and then I can pig out. I'm just kidding. I ate today, but yeah.
Cheater.
But Parks Thomas is here. Tap Entertainment. Kind of working now with a label. Used to be in the music scene many years ago, right?
Many years ago.
But I don't want to age you, so I didn't want to I didn't want to age you. But kind of like let's kind of jump into that and then talk about how you got started with music, and then we can kind of progress into Ben here.
Okay, cool. Well, I started a group back in 2000. We were first called Platinum One.
Platinum
One. I'm laughing at that now, but
old school 2002.
Man, old school 2002 for sure. So we was dealing with a manager back in those days, man. That guy, I mean, he knew everybody, so it was just crazy. So it was four of us. It was my cousin, two of my cousins, and then a guy named Darion. Then it was another guy named what's this dude name, man? He was a feisty cat, man, too, man. But we knocked him out, and then we knocked Darion out, and then I picked up Steven Regal, who is a solo artist now, and we was doing our thing, man. We was on tour with guys like Mookie Tolliver. He did a couple of things with us back in those days. I've been knowing him. That's how long I've been knowing him, since he was in high school.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, man. I remember when he was performing like at in Centerville, man, doing open mics and stuff like that. And then we was for the guy D Shy. We went on tour with him. Eternity, which is a guy named Black. He was in a four guy group. His brother and two other guys. So we did numerous of things with those type of guys, man. High school tours and stuff like that. Even tours out of town. But we had bad management. Came across a couple of deals, and then they fell through, and grabbed the group dismantled.
Right.
Like always, everything. I always look at stuff like sometimes God have something better for you out there.
Right.
So if you ain't make it that way, then God's got a mission for you. So I ended up starting to promote. Looked into learning how to read contracts. Talking to different lawyers. Then here I am, man, with Ben Luke and a few other artists. Yeah,
we're gonna be playing some music from Ben Luke tonight. We're gonna be playing some of his videos, maybe a couple old ones and something recent here shortly. So when you got into I think your phone's on. When you got into management, like when you're talking about reading contracts, what's some of the biggest mistakes artists out here watching that they don't see in the contract?
I mean, money. That's one of the biggest mistakes. A lot of artists, they do, and then like just signing their life away. Like, take for instance, let's take Ben. My contract was straight to the point. And then whatever he needed, whatever he wanted me to do with the contract, I changed. You know what I'm saying? So, with a lot of contracts, people have like 3 or 4 pages. You don't need that many contracts, man. You don't need that many pages for a contract. Like it should be straight to the point, money wise, and also straight to the point of what the artist want, because mainly it's all about the artist. You working for the artist. Your main job is to make sure that the artist is well taken care of and make sure his business is taken care of. So
right.
And your best interest should be not just the artist as well, but your career as well. So if the artist don't make it, then you don't make it. So it's all about the drive.
Right. Well, what's like a good manager? Like, what's the main key things to manage somebody that they need to do for their artist? Like, what's
Let me see. For one, I've been learning how to do the Instagram thing. Been getting on me about that. So
I don't know any other band. You can teach me.
I'm an OG guy, man. So basically, man, just growing, man. Like pay attention to your artists. Make sure, like, man, band chemistry, man, like it's just unreal. it's just like he my little brother, man. like literally, man. So you know, I done grew to really care about dude, man, as a person, and just the chemistry for one. You gotta have good chemistry. You gotta be positive. You know, having a manager, it ain't just all about money neither. You know, it's all about y'all working together to make one common goal and for both of you guys to succeed.
Like brand building and things like that. Yeah. And then probably PR, making sure that you're making sure you're not doing anything kind of like to hurt your image out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ben, how did you find? How did you meet Parks? Like, how did you guys get? You know, how did this happen?
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. So I used to work at Planet Fitness, the club that they had opened up on like Chippewa and Kings Highway, I think, or something, one of those. But I was just signing people up for memberships, and he was just one of the people that came up. And I was like, yeah, man, you know, you should sign up for the Black Card membership. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
So he ended up, I forgot, like he ended up saying that he like used to like promote at clubs. This is like before Corona, you know, so this is like 2 years ago or something. So after that, I think he came in a couple of times and I'm like, bro, like, I just released my album. Like, have you heard it? Because that's what everybody that came to the door, I pitched my album to them.
To everybody trying to work out, you're like, hey, you're going to get on the treadmill, listen to this song.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because that was literally like the first time I ever gotten like any streams on my song. Because I literally, everybody, whether they cared or not, I just say, hey, like, have you heard the album? Show them the album and they can have access to it. But I said to him, I'm like, yo, bro, like, I released my album. You know, like, any way that I can like get it out just a little bit more or something like that. He's like, oh, well, I have this like little artist event that I hold or whatever like this at this club downtown or whatever like that. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But then I just never got around to doing it. And I don't know why. Like, I just think that it just came down to me not really being prepared. Like I have the material, but it's just like mentally I wasn't ready for something like that.
Have you not done a live performance yet in your career?
Oh yeah, I've definitely had a lot of live performances.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like I had just came off of something in New York, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just kind of do it my way right now. You know what I'm saying? Until I'm like ready to, you know, partner up with somebody or, you know, network with other people and things like that. So a year later,
about a year.
I think like it was either that year that I released like 3 music videos or the year afterwards or whatever. But I came across him again and he commented on one of my posts. I forgot that I followed him and he followed me. And he was like, yeah, like, let's rap about some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I see you doing good things or whatever like that. So I reached back out to him. I'm like, yeah, man, like, what do you got? So we went and sat down. We talked it over about as far as like, you know, what would be a good route to take as far as like moving forward and things like that. And I think it worked out pretty good so far. You know, we're always like reevaluating things and trying to like see what we can do better for the next time around and stuff like that, you know. So yeah.
And so have you worked on music together since you guys been together on this partnership? Like, have you worked on songs in the studio?
Well, nah.
Church and state.
Yeah.
Church and state.
That's it, man.
I separate it. Like,
oh, okay.
Because my biggest thing is like, you know, no disrespect.
Yeah, no.
But it's just like I feel like, you know, there's going to be a divide as far as like creative energy. You know what I'm saying? Like he has what he likes to listen to, what he likes to do. And then there's going to be things that I want to do as an artist. And so it's like, okay, well, you know, what brought you to me was my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So let's figure out how to make that, you know, go up. And then we can talk about other things like involving other people. But as far as like me creatively, you know, I've always networked with other producers in my area, you know, homies with everybody. I have my own studio. I record a bunch of artists. So I always come in contact with different people. So it's kind of like that creative area is always cluttered for me. Right. So I don't need my business to mix with.
Yeah, and I don't want to mix it with
my creative stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, so So literally what I do, like once when I have a project or once when I have whatever I have, I just either send it to them or let them like listen to it or just let them know like, hey, I got something else. You know, I want to test a song in this performance that we have. So that's kind of like the working relationship that we have. So I really like to keep that separate simply because it just makes it easier for me.
Right. So you produce your own music from your house, then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, from my studio. I have my own studio. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it easy, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely does.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So let's play one of your earlier music videos to show the audience something that you've done. Which one's a good one?
Not too old. Not too old.
Not too old. But they.
Let me see. You can show them actually tonight. Tonight is actually pretty dope. Okay. I still like that one.
They got 8.6.
And we can, if you want, you can talk during the video, or we can do. I think this is. There we go.
I actually like this song.
Yeah, kind of. You can tell the audience what's going on here, where the video is shot, or. You know.
Yeah. So crazy part is, the director that shot this. We didn't like each other at first, and then we just slowly like meshed together as the video went on and on and on. It took us about 4 days to shoot this, and
Klondike Park.
Klondike Park, yes, Klondike Park. Took us a while to find that, but it was like really all that we needed. We brought the piano out there. We found that on like Facebook Marketplace for free. Took the U-Haul out there. I'm trying to think, how much did I spend on this? I spent a little bit on this.
Don't tell them how much.
Yeah.
That looks pretty pricey.
Yeah, but I mean, that's my homie now. You know what I'm saying? So what he did with me to work with that, you know what I'm saying? Is really like, it means a lot. And this song meant a lot to me because it was like the first one to like rebrand me as an artist and stuff like that for back in St. Louis. So yeah,
you got amazing voice.
It's literally one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely picked out the right. Look at that sunset right there. Yeah.
And like his partner, man, like his vision with him, all his videos, man.
Can we give it? Who is it?
So it's director Fonzie. That's my homie.
Fonzie. Okay. Yeah. I've heard of him before. I haven't met him yet, though.
Yeah. He's cool. He recently moved, you know, going on to bigger and better things, but we still keep in contact. So when the next time that I'm ready for the next drop and I'm ready for more music videos, it's definitely gonna be with him because that's the vision.
He moved out of St. Louis. Are you still living in St. Louis?
Oh no, he moved. So he moved down to Atlanta. So he's got some things going down there, some great things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, shooting videos like this, I can see him. Yeah, I can see that.
And the crazy thing is, I recorded that in my parents' attic. That's when I had my first studio set up at. And I didn't know much about mixing. I didn't know about anything. I just put a whole bunch of stuff together that I thought sounded good at the time and just put it out there.
Heck no.
Yeah.
That's tough. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, man. Like, it's crazy.
So the backstory on this song that you've written here, is there like a story behind it?
Yeah, it's definitely a story behind it. So just like the first line, baby, I didn't know, cause I swear you got me spinning around. Like, I kind of around that time I was kind of, you know, when you look back at this one relationship that you thought was gonna be that relationship.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of weighing heavy on me for some reason at that time. And I think I had wrote the first verse and then I set it to the side because I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna finish it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, you know, I partnered with a lot of people on it and it just didn't end up, you know, sounding the way that I want to sound. And then I think I like came across like an old like journal or something, or an old like note in my phone or something, and I was reading through it and I'm like, dang, like that's how I was really feeling. And it like kind of came all back and I was just like, all right, so this is what I'm gonna write about. You know. And so that's really like the first song that I actually took my feelings and put it in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't like putting feelings in songs simply because your feelings are up and down every single day. So I just like to make stuff that's like high energy stuff a lot of the time because it's always fun. You know what I'm saying? But for something like that, you know, it was very just personal for me. And that's why I went with Fonzie for it, because he understood like the vision that I wanted for it. I hit up a couple of people about it. And it was just like they didn't really have the vision that I was looking for with it. So
right. Oh, it's a nice camera he's using. I'm sure it looks like it's a red. I'm guessing a red camera.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. He throw
One of those
everything
one
on
of those
there.
big cameras that those guys have.
And the funny thing is, I think he got like the new one or something. That must look like a Rubik's cube, but that thing is like crazy.
yeah, those are
It's
yeah,
crazy.
Those are hell of expensive.
Expensive.
Yeah. So, Parks, I got a question for you. So, is it easier to market an R&B artist like Ben or a hip hop artist? You think being a manager in St. Louis? What's a better? Is it a better hip hop market or better R&B market here in St. Louis, or is it the same?
I think it's the same, man.
The same.
Because really, honestly, St. Louis really don't support their artists. And
I hear that
it's sad.
day in, day out on this podcast.
It's sad, man. Like, I mean, literally, unless they hot, like, you could take Ben, you could take Wyman, you could take a couple of other artists, man, like Strings, MB,
Or
Mookie Tyler.
Yeah, Mookie Tyler.
You know what I'm saying? You could take all these artists, even Damu Williams. You ain't never heard of him, man.
I haven't never heard of him, no.
And dude raw. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I had him at one of my shows years back. You know what I mean? Dude can sing his butt off, but now he went out of town just to do his thing. Dave Carter, my other artist, Steven Regal. You know what I'm saying? You got all these good artists that you know what I'm saying? You got an artist right now on her, DC. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of good artists that's in St. Louis that, you know, in order for them to get discovered, they got to go out of the city, or they got to be doing something popping, like opening up for a major artist, or they got to show up at a open mic. You know what I'm saying? Just to get, you know, support from their city. And like, you know, years ago, and I'll tell people this in a minute, man. Years ago, I used to couldn't stand Nelly. Because I just thought that he didn't support his people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
you know, as I got to promoting and managing and stuff like that, I kind of understood why. Because probably when he was doing this thing with St. Lunatics, people probably didn't support him.
Right.
And the moment
Right
he got signed, oh, Nelly this, Nelly that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then, you know, now you want this man to show the city love, but the city never showed him love or his crew love. Same with Chingy. You know what I mean? I ain't heard Chingy name until he got signed. You know?
Yeah.
So you got a lot of artists that's out here, man, busting their tail to show love to the city and prove that they got talent, and the city not doing it back. Like, it's crazy. Like, I ain't really know my entertainment company name had a name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I ain't think people heard of it, but people have heard of it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. You know, so, you know, it's just a blessing. It's just like, you know, even with my wife's business, man, like, thank God her business be doing good. I took off because she was having my baby girl, you know what I'm saying? So, but
We need the applause button.
Yeah, I got it right here. There it is. There it is.
Thank you. But yeah, so, you know, even with her business, it's kind of hard for her to even get the support that she deserves, but she do get it, you know. So managing and these artists out there is no different from an R&B or a hip hop artist at all with the support system. That's the reason why guys like yourself that blesses artists to come here and
Provide a platform
for them.
Right.
So you giving them support, man. We appreciate guys like yourself.
Oh, I just love the art here in St. Louis. I love it. Yeah.
You know, and you know, other people, man, Icon and bosses that you know show love, man. We thank God for them, man.
105.
105.1. Shoot. Who else? Everybody. I mean, it's so many of them that does podcasts that shows love to artists. Shoot, I even do interviews. You know, Visual Plug. You know, they work with plenty of artists that's out here, man. That's on the grind. Even Visual Plug, they artists. You know, so. You know, if people open up their eyes, St. Louis has a real underground network, and the only thing we got to do is work together.
Right, but you said underground, but I feel like the radio stations and even the television stations, they never really highlight the local artists here in St. Louis. Like,
They don't.
And it's I don't know if it's like that in other cities. I don't know if it's because labels
not.
control the radio. I don't know how it works.
I tell you what, it's not like that in other cities. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I think it's a lot easier in other cities for artists to put their music out there. Like we just got Ben song in Wash U on a radio station. So I'm looking to branch off to other colleges, to get his music played.
And stuff like that. Yeah. It just really comes down to like you have multiple platforms on every tier. So you have on the high tier, for I'm just saying hip hop and R&B would be considered like 104 and 105 or something, right?
Yeah.
Mid tier, you can't really name anything in the mid tier section, and you can't really name anything in the lower tier section that could provide such a platform for you to just level up and take steps up. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a system that you can follow here because we don't have enough platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So think about it. If we have imagine if we had 10 platforms that everybody can have access to. They have the followings, that could be interested in your music. You say, hey, if you guys follow this person, at least 50 people will follow them. You know what I'm saying? 10 people will follow them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we had that type of ecosystem here, it will work. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of us tend to leave out, because it's like, okay, there's a bigger ecosystem out there. And then by the time I get back, even though it's not genuine, I'll still have people that will come out, support me, and pay for a ticket or something, or pay for a T-shirt or something. Yeah. So I think that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah, we had a producer that was here. He was talking how they go to college towns. I think with your market, I think that's what you're maybe going to do is go to these different college towns and then hit up the college towns, because I think that would probably be right in your wheelhouse of
age group wheelhouse, the sound that I'm going for, the audience that I'm aiming for.
That's definitely next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just talked to a guy that I've been working with that got been music on WashU radio station. So that's our next step. Like, I was trying to surprise him, but that's our next step when he get back from out of town. That's gonna be one of our next steps, and getting them at like one of the college scenes where they go. So it's definitely, that's coming.
I just watched the movie. It was called King Richard with Will Smith.
That movie is awesome. I just watched that yesterday.
Yeah, I watched it 2 days ago. But the father in there, he wrote each step out for the Williams, his daughters, the Williams. And do you kind of do that? Do you have a kind of a step plan for your artists? Do you have like a kind of different kind of steps in your mind, or maybe you write them out, like what you're gonna, how you're gonna get them out?
Pretty much in my mind with him, like me and him work that out with me and him. Like any other artist, I got a step plan, but I like to work hand in hand with him. You know what I mean? Because like it's just our mutual relationship that we have, like out the gate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out the gate. So we like to build a plan. Boom. Like we got certain plans, different plans in order. Like he been working on his album to come out for next year, and we gonna sit down and discuss that with our team that we have. So and then like with my other artist, Steven Regal, which I just signed him. I mean, like him, he basically been in the game since I've been in the game.
Right.
And he a few years younger than me. I ain't gonna tell my age. I ain't gonna tell his.
Okay.
But he looked good for his age.
Yeah, that's good.
So, but he can sing his ass off as well, and he a writer. But I mean, he don't produce like him or engineer, but he's a writer too as well. But it's definitely gonna be a plan. I like to work hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't my career on the line; it's the artist's career.
Yeah.
So my job is to just come to them, gather ideas from them. We sit down and talk. Then we pinpoint that plan, and then execute it and work it out. So.
Do you ever have your artists all featured on other artists? Do you guys all work? Do you work with his other artists on
Church and State?
Oh, okay.
Church
Church State. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like literally, they're like, I mean, the bomb down DJ Ramon, he ain't really an artist, he a DJ.
Okay.
So, the only thing he did was his mixtape that he did. You know what I'm saying? So, but Steven Regal, I just signed him. I'm hoping that maybe, they can write each other a song, you know what I'm saying? And work back and forth like that, if possible. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's a choice between the artists with me, It's their career. Like I said, man, and my job is to push it and make things happen for them.
And so, any upcoming shows that you have going on, like that?
We do have a couple of them. So this weekend on Saturday, I'm I'm performing in Springfield, Illinois at Truth Lounge. It's their opening night, opening up for Bobby Valentino. And then today, actually, after I leave here, we got a show at the Ambassador. I think
Your headliner, Stewie Rocky from Love of Hip Hop at ATL. He'll be in the building.
Okay.
Jay Howe, he the one doing it. So
yeah. So those are my closest two that are coming up.
Let's do. Are you going to do like a head when you push your album here? Are you going to release it all at once, or are you going to do kind of like a song every week, going up to the whole album?
So I know that like different platforms allow you to do that, but I just like doing mine all at once. What my plan is, because I started like my own talk show and stuff like that. I'm gonna do a couple of things like leading up to it, with like the photo shoots, a little like little bio segments were like 10 minutes or 7 minutes long. I'm working that out with a camera guy that I'm working with now, and then after that I got some more like personalized content just of like me, so people can relate to me and relate to the song breakdowns, different things like that. And then I'm going to get into like releasing the full album itself. So all that's just going to be leading up to the release.
Right. I think you're a younger guy than me. I'll just say that. So all that stuff is, I think you guys, the younger generation that you're in, has that kind of understanding of Instagram and all these different types of other TikTok and all these other video platforms that it really helps to like, push whatever you're going to push, a product or whatever. And
yeah. I think the main thing, it just comes down to consistency. Like, cause me, like literally, I think maybe like a month back, I was really kind of like knuckling down on what I really wanted to do for next year. Wrote it all down. I shot it past a couple of people, and I'm like, hey, like, what do you think of this? What do you think I should add? What do you think I should take away? Different things like that. And then even like up to now, some of that stuff I had to let go of because of just how things worked out.
Right.
And then, so like even with the video guy that we're shooting our talk show with, that was a cousin of a friend of mine. We just happened to come across him. He's like, yeah, bro, I'll be happy to do it. And he did good work. And I'm like, all right, bro, like let's talk this out. Let's create like a little storyboard thing, whatever like that, so we can do like, because I want to do like a 3-part series thing or whatever like that. Once I do that, people can get drawn to me, and then I have like some footage of like different shows, different like interviews, things like that I can put on there. Yeah, and then it'll all work out. So I think it's just like getting used to like networking again, because I kind of stepped away from that this year, because just like different things just came up. But really getting my foot back in there as far as like networking and letting people see like the personal side of me, because they've only seen the music side of me. And the thing with this is like people aren't going to be directly drawn to your music. You have to like lead them over to where the music is at.
Force
like,
them to go there, basically.
Because you can be scrolling past all day and you say, oh, that's a music video. Oh, keep on scrolling.
Right.
Oh, that's a, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, if you see like, oh, they had a music video and then this other person, like it's the same person and they're doing like a dance, and the same person, they're doing like a acoustic cover, and you just heard like 2 seconds of it. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, okay, let me scroll back up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you're drawn to the other things that they do before their actual music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Was it like that back in the day for you, Parks? Like, there's so much more that goes into like if to promote a song coming out that you got to do all this different type of media, because it's it's oversaturated now. There's so many videos you go online. It's just all over the place. Everybody can make a video on their phone. You didn't do that, right?
Nah, I'll tell you, back in the early 2000s, when we had MySpace.
MySpace. I had a MySpace. I wonder if it's still up. Actually,
like
I mean, like we had MySpace, and I just put music out there. I mean, we did the flyer thing,
right?
We did the poster thing.
I remember doing the poster thing.
I still do that now with his stuff, man. Like I put a poster or a flyer out in a minute. And just pass it out to anybody, just randomly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like shoes. So I mean, I guess mixing the old school with the new school, I guess it works, man.
Yeah. Well, has he taught you a lot just from him being kind of on the battlefield, having those battle scars, being with all these, all the things he's went through as an artist? Has he taught you some things, kind of mentored you on certain things?
I would say, yeah. I think it's mainly just sticking with it. Because like me, like I'm coming from a place where I did everything on my own. Recorded myself, mixed myself, write myself, produce myself. You know what I'm saying? So it was very hard for me to entrust somebody with something that I put a lot of money into, a lot of time and effort into learning.
I get it. I built all this.
And this is incredible. You see me like looking around at this entire thing this entire time.
I was looking at the same thing.
But yeah, but I was the same way. Not to make the interview about me, but like I wasn't. Nobody was there to like do stuff for me, so I had to teach myself how to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. And the biggest thing that I realized is that nobody's going to do it for you, and so that's where I became. And I'm stubborn on a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to admit it, but I do have a vision of where I want it to be at. You know what I'm saying? So,
which is great because a lot of artists don't. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I'd rather do that and bump heads with you rather than not have a plan at all and we just bumping heads for no reason. Right. So my biggest thing is just like, every step that we take is going to be a step forward. You know what I'm saying? Like no sidestepping, no backstepping. And we're going to have to let go of some people. We're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? So everything has to lead to everything's got to lead to the vision. Right. You know what I'm saying? So however which way we get there, however much time it takes, be thorough, make sure that everything is what you're comfortable with. There's going to be some uncomfortable situations, of course, but at least we came on the other side of it. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about for me.
Right. That's awesome. I want to play another music video. How much time do you have? When do you have to leave here to be at your show?
That show.
It's on the north side anyway.
He all good. We close.
He's good. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. We got plenty of time.
Oh, good. Let's play another music video here. What's a good one to play? I'm looking at this clip of. I mean, you have all these pretty girls in your videos.
Hey, that's credit to fun. Actually, outside you can play outside because outside was ridiculous. The backstory of outside is
I like that
crazy.
Backstory. I do know
like,
about that.
So, dang, where do I start with this thing? So
start with the pool.
No, it's before that.
Oh, okay.
So I literally was listening to another song and I'm like, dang, I need a summer song. And it was like May or something, or June, one of those. And I'm like, dang, I need to do it. So produced it real quick. The artist right there, the dude with the hat, Cool. His name's Cool, dope writer. I was like, bro, like we need to write I need you to feature on this song with me. I already wrote the hook. Sent it off to him. He literally wrote it that day. We released it like a week later. Then I was like, okay, like sent it to Fonzie. I'm like, Fonzie, bro, like I need you to like go crazy on this. So we need to do something crazy on it. He's like, all right, it's gonna cost you this much. And I'm like, we're gonna have to work something out, bro. Like, we're gonna have to work something out. So literally this was my first time really kind of crowdsourcing, you know what I'm saying, hitting everybody in the DM, sending out electronic flyers to everybody, you know, just sending it to different people and things like that. And the day of it, we just had a lot of just drama leading up to it, and it's just like this was like a kind of defining moment for us because it wasn't this difficult, you know what I'm saying? So the more and more people that you have involved, the more and more difficult that it is, you know what I'm saying? Coordinating it and everything. So
you shoot this all in one day?
We shot it all in one day.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. And that first day, we went to the golf course and we did get kicked off the golf course because you're not supposed to be shooting a music video on the golf course. And then I remember when we left, and I'm like, okay, so we had a good turnout at the golf course, but what about at the pool party? Like what? Like we needed like so many girls and stuff like that. And Fonzie had reached the house before I did, and he's like, yeah, bro, there's like 50 people here. And I'm like, what? You know, I was just expecting like a smooth 7, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have to work it out for some reason.
That's pretty amazing to get 50 people for a music video, yeah.
Yeah, and none of these people knew me. Like, it was all because of Fonzie. Like, he threw it out there to different people. And it was just crazy turnout, crazy energy. You know, the food, drinks. I did a few product placements in there. A homegirl of mine, she did she made those drinks that were in there, the little frozen drinks. So it was dope, man. It really was.
Seemed like the behind the scenes would be fun this one. I don't know, if you shoot another video like this again, I guess, you know, you can give me a call or whatever, you know.
Oh shoot, man, I need your card then, bro. For real.
So yeah, this is a good. I like the comedy in this one. Like, I like that you can kind of, you know, make the audience laugh in the video, and, you know, so it shows like just
Yeah, that's all credit to Fonzie, man. Like he kind of, like he's taught me a lot as far as like you got to throw like little nuggets in there that will stick with people. So like literally with everything I do, I try to like throw something like that in there, like whether it's music or in the visual. So.
Yeah, the gardener guy was funny in that. Yeah,
and that was actually the owner of the house that we were at.
The gardener?
Like, he was super cool. Yeah.
yeah.
He was hella funny.
The guy with the hose. The guy with the
Yeah,
hose.
with the hose. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that one of the most recent ones you've done? Yeah.
So no, that was actually released last year, like last August. The recent one that I have is called Higher. We haven't shot a music video of that yet, although I probably would do that sometime this year. You know, just gotta work it out financially to make it make sense.
Definitely subscribe here to the video, right?
Appreciate it, man. And so this, I have the acoustic version of this, which is playing right now, but the actual video of that is like where it says Ben Luke Handle Me official music video.
Okay.
And that was another crazy one, bro. Like, I don't know, like my friends are kind of crazy with it. So my homeboy, he was looking up like a little, not like a honeymoon spot vacation or whatever with him and his girl. And he like, bro, I found this spot. Like da. Because I was about to have.
Looks like it's California. This looks like a California video. I mean,
exactly. And so
it's
crazy because when he shot it to me, I'm like, bro, where is this? He's like, oh, bro, it's in like Illinois somewhere. And I'm like, really? So he showed me the location of it, and I'm like, dang, like that motherfucker, like an hour away. Like it was crazy. And so I shot it to Fonzie. He's like, oh yeah, bro, this is gonna work out. Like we just needed to find out how big like the rooms are, this and that, whatever. And it's crazy how that all came together because. Like when it comes into music video mode, I literally just do a whole bunch of beat sales, do a whole bunch of like studio sessions because I wasn't working at this time. I didn't have a job. You know what I'm saying? So literally all the money was coming from me being in the studio.
So you sell your beats as well as make them for yourself then? Wow.
Yeah. And yeah, it was a lot of talented people in this music video: dancers, models, influencers, makeup artists. It's too many to name, like, but they're all cool.
The lighting and I mean, this Fonzie's amazing. And just all your videos look like it's like Hollywood. I mean, for real. Yeah, I mean,
that's what struck me. This video, and then the last one that we had seen. Yeah.
I mean, you must be using some kind of jib there. I mean, just the production value on this.
Yeah. He be doing his thing, man.
How many people are on his crew? It's just him?
It's him and Tori. Tori's a shooter.
Okay.
He's down in Atlanta too.
Okay.
But they're usually like partnering up on a lot of things. And so this is the first time I actually shot with Tori. And I was like, dude, like, yo. And then Fonzie was like, yeah, bro, like this is my actual cinematographer. Like this is the guy that I was telling you about. So I was like, man, like this is crazy.
So to do the dance, did you practice this before the shoot, or I mean, how did you get the choreography?
So that was a crazy one. We were about to do something separate, where it was going to be every single one of us dancing. But then we ended up separating it and having the girls in just different vibes or whatever. So in the little Hawaiian vibe, the two girls, they literally choreographed that the night of. So while we were shooting for somebody in another scene, they were coming up with their own choreography in the other room, getting that down. It was crazy because they just knocked it out like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like the talent in that video was crazy. It was phenomenal. And then Nana, she did her thing. And then BB, she was the one in like the little spaceship area.
Yeah.
She had her own thing
what was
going
that
on
thing?
too. That was like a little alien pod looking thing. Like, yeah, so all those are actually like resort rooms. You know what I'm saying? Like themed resort rooms. So one of them was like, I don't know, like a Roman something. And then you got like the spaceship alien version thing. And then you have like the Hawaii version. They had a few others, but it was really tight. Like it was very
that's cool. Yeah, that's a cool location. Yeah, that's definitely cool. All your locations have been great. Yeah.
Oh man, you ain't seen the Hawaii one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
You went to Hawaii for a shoot?
Yeah, we went to Hawaii for a shoot back in February. That was
crazy.
That was crazy.
Wait,
man.
I just got back from Hawaii. What island were you on?
We were on Honolulu.
Okay, I went to Maui, but yeah, it takes a long time to get out there.
It does. Like I ain't gonna lie, when we were on the flight, even though it was like I think it was only like 6 hours over the water, but I don't know. I tried to like block it out in my head. I'm like, okay, all I gotta watch is like 3 2-hour movies and 2 TV shows or something like that. Bro, I tell you, I'm like, okay, that's gotta be my 3rd movie. I woke up and we still not there and we got like 2 hours left. I'm like, bro, what is going on?
I watched the whole like series. So that's a long trip, but it's beautiful though. I'm glad I did it though.
It definitely is, man. Like just the water, the weather. Like as soon as you step out the plane, it's just crazy.
Yeah, the weather's amazing. You have a comment here from it's Skin Saint, Wonderful Emotions. So I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't know who that is, but thank you so much. What is that? Thank you.
Much love to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be passionate about what you do, man.
And we got some John Harden. Y'all need to hit some Army bases. I like to come check out the show. Applause from Roy. And great video from John.
Thank you so
John,
much.
thank you for watching. John Harden.
Thank you so much.
Always checking
Appreciate
in.
Appreciate it.
But
all right. So what Army bases, John?
Yeah,
you got to hit us up, man.
You
leave us on a cliffhanger.
Bases, yeah, there's so many of them here in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So what's next? What's the big plan for you? What would be? Because you got charisma. I could just in the videos. I could see you being like an actor. Mm-hmm. Do you think you could get into something like that?
So I've been talking with Fonzie about that.
Yeah.
He's like we like talk every day. So he's been like kind of like trying to figure out a way to get me in that. But he definitely said like when he gets like the downtime, he's gonna like network me with some different people because I go down there periodically. Mm-hmm. But yeah, because like I was in Yvette, Hermosa, Big Boss Vet. I was in her music video. I was like a security guard or SWAT agent, whatever you want to call it. Huh?
Was it a detective or what?
Nah, I was like a SWAT dude. You know what I'm saying? I had the little gear on, I had the gun, all that stuff, and it's just like, you know. But everybody was saying like, yeah, man, like you really like kind of played that part well, and I'm like, oh, thanks. You know what I'm saying? So when Fonzie went back to look at it, he was like, yeah, bro, I think you need to kind of figure out a way how to add that. So that's where, like I was telling you, like I want to do like more of like the just like the
acting scene,
the bio stuff that I was doing,
right,
and just to provide like a more, I guess, like emotional connection and stuff like that, to kind of highlight that a little bit more. Because once I do that, I feel like I can kind of ease into that and have something to show. Because a lot of the times with things like that, you need like a reel of some sort or like some type of proof, like, hey, this is all the work that I've done for acting. This is all the work that I've done for music. You know, so and then just package it all up in a way that makes it look tight. And so that's what like the 3-part series would be. Yeah,
I had an artist on here a couple weeks ago, but he made like 3 music videos, but he made it into like it was almost like a movie. So there's acting, and then it would go into a video, and then so it was like you actually watch all 3 videos, but the videos like it tells a story, and I could see you doing something like that. Yeah,
sound like Stephen Arkell.
He was on here. He was on here. He has great videos, and I like his videos too because he does a little bit of acting before his as well. Yeah, it's good. But Parks, for you, like, are you looking for new artists? You know, you still, you know, no, it's closed.
Like to be honest with you, man. Like, I mean, the only artist I really was looking at was him because I really just wanted to do like my promotion thing and event thing, but I guess I'm good at it, I guess, or whatever. And so, I mean, 5 is good enough. I mean, I got a DJ, you know, I got Ben Luke, and I got Steven Regal, and then, I mean, Wyman, I'm looking at him. We looking at each other. So, but besides that, and then I just talked to a promotion team that I'm for the link up with. That's for to be a part of Tap Out Entertainment, and that's Home Team, you know, by Batman. So he a ex dancer, and he's coming back to start back dancing and everything. But he built his own promotion team, so I'm for to rack it up with him too.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool. Anything else you want to show tonight? Either of you on the podcast here?
Well, I mean, like also, I manage my wife, her business.
Oh yeah, let me look at
Glam Candy by Gigi. Yeah.
Yeah. And just talk about what's that about.
Basically, she does custom jewelry, necklaces, chains, bracelets. She finna get into doing embroidery and doing shirts as well, eventually. And then she does all out creative. She won the best one of the best entrepreneur awards for was it 2019. So she's very creative. Yeah, Glam Candy by Gigi. I mean, she does great work. Just all out great stuff. She do a lot of things for nurses, a lot of badge rails, phone decals. Cool. I mean, everything. So, she's awesome. And I'm not just saying that because she's my wife.
And she might be watching.
She might be watching.
And she might be watching. Right, so, and then, like I said, also represent BRB Loopy. I deal with his manager. I'm helping him, man. He been putting out some of band music for me, and then in return, I put out BRB Loopy stuff and Marquee, so. But yeah, those are pretty much a lot of things that Ben been doing though. That one right there.
27th right here coming up this.
Yeah, so.
Coming up this weekend.
Yeah, that's this weekend. That's Saturday. Yeah, Bobby Valentino. I think Mookie Tolliver, I think he's on that too as well. He's one open people that's opening up for him. So yeah,
looks like a good show. Are there tickets still available, and they just get tickets at the door? Or tickets on Eventbrite right here.
Eventbrite, they could get tickets on Eventbrite. So yeah, so the guy that said you want to come see Ben perform, hey, Eventbrite. They tell all your friends, Eventbrite, and also we will be doing as well a giveaway too. So basically,
what are we giving away?
Tickets.
Oh, okay, tickets.
Show.
Oh, tickets.
Yeah.
I thought you come to the show. I thought as you come to the show, it's gonna be like the Oprah show. You get a car. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like something like that. Okay.
Nah, we doing a ticket giveaway for Ben and Bobby Valentino, me and the Bomb Don. So basically, what they'll do is they'll go get one of Ben's songs off of Spotify, like "Handle Me," and then they'll put it on TikTok. Screenshot it, the video, or send the video to Parks Thomas or Ben Luke Music on Instagram. Send it to him, and who all got the most fans, likes, views, that's who get the tickets.
Okay.
So, yeah.
They just contact you through Facebook or Instagram here.
That's right.
There's definitely.
Yeah. So let's go down right quick. I want to show you a couple of things, man, that Ben. So he been having fans put stuff on his page. Like the young lady over there, she gave him a good shout out review right there.
Oh, I gotta hit the thing here.
I like it. I fuck with the music. It's good. It's giving me them R&B vibes. So I need to call High 104.1 to get your shit played on the radio. And look, I'm coming over here to tell you that you're getting support.
You got those fans out there,
yeah. So you definitely getting some fans out there. So showing them love, man.
Is that a great feeling when somebody's listening to your song and it kind of hits them a certain way and they reach out to you and it might, for the song might mean different to you, but to them it means something that's helping them out in their life, like some of your songs? Is that...
Oh, definitely. And that's what when I got some stuff releasing next year, I'm definitely looking to garner to that particular style as well. I'm gonna have a kind of like a mixture of like inspirational stuff, party stuff, good vibe things. Like I'm trying to wrap everything all into one, just like high energy. You're gonna get high energy and you're gonna get some downs in there. So I just kind of want to be more relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to capture. So the more things that I do, with the talk show that I got,
the talk show. Where can we find the talk show?
So actually, if you
I see a clip of it here.
I don't think that's the clip though. I think that's just a picture. Is that a clip?
Yeah, just a picture of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no. So the talk show is called Let's Talk About It. You can find it at Let's Talk _A.B. Yeah, that's what it is. Cause somebody already took Let's Talk About It, so I couldn't tag it in the title. But yeah, you got to be creative on that mode. We'll come up with something clever later. But that and then the little series that I'm gonna let out. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. Well, anything else you want to talk about tonight? Plug anything?
Well, basically, I wanna also hint on my dance battle that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I will be having my dance battle.
Is that on your Instagram?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think you got the recap underneath that one video of Ben's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the dance battle will be coming up April the 23rd during spring week of Harris Stowe, spring week that they have for the students and everything. So I'm also gonna be doing a Apollo night showcase, and whoever wins that Apollo night showcase will have a chance to open up for whatever artists that Harris Stowe, major artists that Harris Stowe will have at the college for that week.
So here's the poster from last.
Yeah, so
last year's posters here. So what type of dance are we talking? Like
man, we signing up everybody that's a hip hop dancer, break dancer. We won't cruise this time. All of those that we had on there were solo dancers, that perform. And then shout out to Twin Gang 314, Make It Pop. They came and performed, did they thing. Ben Luke was in the building doing this thing. Shout out to Ken Grant, one of my hosts, India. You know what I'm saying? My boy Daryl Dancing D, he was in the building. DJ Ramon, the Bomb Don, he was in the building DJing it, man. You know what I'm saying? You got KTP up top, Verified. They all did a great job, man. I mean, awesome. Even though I had to leave early. But I seen the recap, so, so it was awesome.
Well, you definitely got to come back before then. We'll promote it more before
cool.
April. But
cool. But yeah, and then also I'm gonna have another event in February, Night of the Roses. I usually have that event where I have like 5 artists, R&B artists, come there and perform. Give ladies roses, kind of like a after Valentine's Day. Sometimes I do it on Valentine's Day.
All female performers, or is it?
No, it's males, but we do males and females. So if they want to come and perform, but it's all R&B. Then we have free food, bottles, VIP service, stuff like that, man, where people can come and enjoy themselves. And then, hopefully Ben, he'll be willing to do his thing too. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing else going for him.
Right.
But yeah. So it's always a good time. That event usually have about 300-400 people in that mug.
Oh wow.
Packed.
Shit.
It'd be packed, man. Like couples enjoying themselves.
Well,
man,
let me know ahead of time. I'll try to make my way out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely promote it.
I'm showing you some flyers, man.
Okay.
Definitely.
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for being on the podcast.
Appreciate it.
Great to meet you guys. Big future ahead of you, I'm sure. So excited to see where your career goes. And so thank you for being on the show.
Appreciate it.
And subscribe to the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I got to do that because you.
It's so. And also like the Artist United Network on Facebook. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a good Thanksgiving.
All right. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.